When weavers born in the next era ask what we were willing to risk wrangling these capricious lands into hearth and home, our exploits must answer simply, whatever it takes.
The Enclave was once the heart of magical development and trade for practitioners of magic all across the Maida Basin. Not all weavers claimed it as their home, but those that did built a legacy of progress, constructs, and innovation. The likes of which have not been seen since the Surge, almost half a century ago, when a cascade of arcane disasters racked the Maida, and without warning, the Enclave sealed itself away behind a magical wall known as the Veil. Rich and powerful leaders were wounded and killed. Decades of war broke out. Every nation suffered an economic collapse. The world is calmer now, but magic has been shunned, taking the blame for decades of unrest. Weavers remain pariahs to this day. Most places tolerate us if we don't stay too long. While some weavers remember what it was like before the Surge, I've never known a time when weavers had a home. I chose this life years ago, but I'd be lying if I said it has lived up to all I hoped it would be.
Stop!
Still, my luck might be changing. A few weeks ago, I began traveling with a new weaver band. Now, they've brought me here, where it all began.
They're kind of like nomadic wanderers. No one's willing to have them. Yeah, I know you're looking at the art thinking this is a 2D anime game. Wait.
Thanks. Brynn! Over here!
Hey everyone, we've got Eternal Strands, a action-adventure fantasy game that just came out last week by Yellow Brick Games. This is their first game, and it's actually a studio helmed by Mike Laidlaw,
What do you think?
who used to work at BioWare as the creative director for the Dragon Age games. That's why I was reacting to the word Veil a little bit earlier. Definitely seems like there is some familiarities already. We have a fantasy world with magic and bird people, apparently.
When you told me that joining your band meant I'd see the Veil, I wasn't picturing this.
No one's been this close in years. The base is shrouded in tangles. Weavers have known about this safe zone in the Veil's shadow for decades, but no one has found a route into it. Until now. You have no idea what I had to do to puzzle out this passage.
I definitely want to hear that story later.
My hope is that we're going to find artifacts from the Enclave itself deeper into the shadow.
Enclave is the place that's been circled by that veil.
I'll stay to oversee the camp setup. Why don't you take the preliminary scouting expedition?
Really?
Of course. It's important for the other weavers to see how you do in the field. The map I bartered for in Tarza suggests there's a watchtower deeper into the valley. Shouldn't be too far from where we are.
That's my first landmark, then?
Yes, it should help us get our bearings before we start the search for the Strand Road. And if you make any
Strand
discoveries, that will endear you to the band.
For sure. I'd love to find my footing with the rest of them.
Just trying to find a place in the world where I belong.
I'll act as the watcher on the scry and pull you back if anything gets too dangerous. Just steer clear of the tangles. Any questions before you head out?
Let's see. Question hubs like below will loop back to ask more questions. The top option continues with a dialogue. Already heard options will be grayed out. Yeah, this is a pre-established world and there's a lot of different terms going on here already. What is the Strand Road?
The Strand Road?
A famous trade route into the Enclave that led straight to Denevron, the hub for bartering magical goods. Before the Surge, caravans used the Strand Road to enter and exit the Enclave with their goods.
Before the Surge, but after that, you can't really get in and out anymore.
It's been completely submerged by tangles, unfortunately. Still, if we can get any closer to that passage, we will find rare artifacts lost in the Surge.
I know the scry is a standard device across Weaver bands, but my previous leader, Aaron, didn't really make use of ours.
He sent you on expeditions without it?
I mean, I wore the earpiece, but he didn't exactly stay close to the table at the camp while I was out.
Some sort of like a walkie-talkie thing?
That's incredibly dangerous. I'm surprised you're still alive.
Communication technology.
Yeah. Anyway, mind explaining how it works in your Weaver band?
When you go on an expedition, you'll wear the earpiece, which allows me to communicate with you and give directions from the scry table. At the table, everyone will be able to watch your expedition and communicate with you as needed. The last, most important function of the scry is that it allows me to use magic to pull you back to camp when your life is in danger.
Useful.
Right. That clears up anything I needed to know. I'll head to the watchtower.
Glad to hear it. You can head out then.
Alright. I believe this 3D overworld is what our normal gameplay is like. I actually hadn't looked up too much about this beforehand, so I was a bit surprised to see the animation and the visual novel, but maybe that's how they handle the big cutscenes and stuff.
I need to reach the watchtower, not head back to the caravan.
Yeah, but I gotta look around for secrets, right? Ooh, it looks like we have a pretty dense world already. Lots of terminology.
No visuals on the scry. Can you hear me?
I can. Some interference, though.
Must be the tangles. Still, strong enough to pull you out like you practiced. Dom?
I'm on it.
Am I the only human around here? It's a magical world with magic and non-human races. Big world. So we're on a scouting mission and we're trying to get into the Enclave, I guess. We're trying to reach the Veil. For what purposes?
The Veil. Even more impressive up close.
Oh, it's like a physical wall. I thought it would be more like the Dragon Age kind of Veil where it's, you know, less physical. Yeah, are we just trying to make money or are we trying to...
Just this
Oh.
should magnify the enchantment and...
take back magic in some way?
Thanks. Got visuals back.
The Veil shadow is incredible.
Never seen anything like it.
Oh, there's other humans.
Tangles. Beautiful.
And deadly. Give them a wide berth. The closer you get to the Veil, the thicker they'll become.
Its shadow is believed to be impenetrable.
Until now.
So the Veil is something that the people inside made? And because they don't want people coming in. And they're doing this poisonous shield and all that to try to ward people off.
Those could be rare exports.
You heard our quartermaster. Break them open.
What does that mean if people have just been leaving them here? The people who came with them never made it back to pick them up? Not particularly a good sign. Oh, I want to break that, come on. Is it breakable? Maybe not, this gigantic. It's cracking though, it looks like it's breakable. I think I'm tired, my swinging is so slow. Oh, there we go. Just took a lot, that's all. I don't see any animals and stuff around here. We're pretty alone.
That wall is completely frozen.
Weaver's Grasp. Lifts and moves objects and creatures. A purple aura marks valid targets, while those marked red are too heavy for the current level of the Strand. The strand being my magical power. L2 to prepare the strand. R2 to cast. R2 to throw.
We should expect enchantments to act strangely this close to the Veil.
See those glowing bulbs? Infernal alliums. They combust when broken.
Should we break him?
If I toss one at the wall, its fire will melt the ice.
Brilliant! Best to use kinetic magic to keep clear of the blast.
Okay. Oh, and then we just...
Give it a moment to cool.
Ooh.
Then you should be able to climb.
Oh. What about... Oh god, oh god, oh, sorry, I didn't give it a moment to cool. Oh, don't touch the veil. Or the shadows, the tangles. Is it cooling? It doesn't look like it's cooling. Oh, so this kinetic magic can work on anything around here. Anything that's loose. Ooh! Move forward against any vertical surface. Okay, cool. This watchtower?
Perfect. Knowing the watchtower's relative position establishes the distance to the Strand Road. You can come back to... What is that?
Coral. There were rumors of a living mineral that grew deep beneath the Enclave surface. It seems they were true.
There's more of it in that cave. I could take a closer look.
Too risky to deviate from the plan. First outing was just to reach the watchtower.
This is going well. I say we check it out before finishing the expedition.
Can I decide? No, I'm pretty much just their eyes, so whatever they say, goes. I'm junior around here, aren't I? Oh, I don't even need any, like, spiky bits on the wall. I can just sort of scale it. Like a lizard. Maybe this is an extension of a weaver's power, too. Magic.
Beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
Dom's right about it being a living mineral. I can feel it humming with magic.
Like an energy source.
Wait, I'm losing...
Aurea?
Oh! Oh! Hello! I'm just visiting.
Brynn, connections back.
Uh-oh. Oh, we have 3D cutscenes too.
Was that a drake?
Yeah.
Pulling you out.
Oh, yes, yes. Thank you. Oh no!
I knew this was a bad idea.
We can't extract you.
Dom, fix it.
Why didn't it work?
And Lane have tonics on standby for her return.
Okay. I mean, I can probably hang in here for a little bit more, but not that much longer. Can I throw rocks and hit people like that? Yeah, I can, but it's not exactly convenient.
Head out of the cave so we can get our bearings.
So there's melee and ranged with magic. So why doesn't the scry work? Oh, I can just sort of break the thing directly too. Lots of breakable objects in the environment. That's cool. What about the big one? Brynn kind of reminds me a little bit of Kate from Arcane. I think it's the voice and the blue hair. I'm just passing through. Is that... Could you not? There's just a whole bunch of dangerous creatures living near the Vale. Oh no, you live inside? Yo, please.
For the love of... It's an ash peak drake.
Quick, your frost magic can cool a path.
Oh, switch to the frost strand. Oh, there's different types of magic. We have Weaver's Grasp, which is kinetic magic, and then Ice Wall. Ice Wall rapidly freezes water in the air to create chunks of ice. Useful for pinning enemies of all sizes or create ledges and bridges. For distant targets, aim at the furthest point and draw the ice closer. Okay, if I aim it at a... Oh, feels like I'm just creating it. Out of what? Out of the water? Oh, but my strand has a meter on the bottom left, so I gotta be careful not to use it all up in one go. Okay, I'm not doing a very good job at saving this forest. But I'm making it past. I guess that's the important part.
Dawn's still working on the scry, but you need to keep moving. Lane, got anything from the map?
There should be a minor patrol path ahead that loops back to the watchtower. Oh, it runs close to the Vale, though.
It's our only option.
I'm on it.
I have to walk like a commoner?
Aurea, that drake's acting like...
Let's just focus on getting her back safe.
Okay, frost magic.
I'll go back to unpacking the armory.
Frost magic and pin enemies. And... oh! That guy's on fire normally, though. Oh, 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 oh. Ow, ow. Should I just go like... oh. Okay. Not sure if the pinning really worked. Oh, we can try it on this guy. Can I... oh, I can probably target it and then do it. Right, right. And then it's trying to get out. It does get out eventually, but maybe good for crowd control.
Nice work. Keep moving.
Have you guys given up on the scrying thing? Because I may need it. Are they in the cahoots? With the dragon? No! No, they're not!
Damn it, Casmin was right. That drake is rotting. Erratic flight. Aggressive. It won't stop.
Skies, what do we do?
We get you back to the caravan fast.
And by you get me back, you mean I need to walk back to the caravan. Okay. Alright, I got you. Bow. I've got a bow as well.
Clear line of fire. Good time to use your bow.
Oh, you mean get that guy there? Oh, I'm still using the magic. Shoot. Draw is R1. Oh, so there's no like zooming in aiming. I'm just sort of hitting it like that. Oh, it died already. I'm sorry. Didn't get to use my bow, I think. Oops. Right, but for the record, it is just like this. Tap, kick. Oh, we have a kick as well. Okay. So all sorts of different weapons we can be switching to.
If I'm reading the map correctly, following this brook should lead to the path guards used to reach the watchtower prior to the surge.
1 second. And you're saying I should follow that path, right? Oh, we can try to do some kinetic magic. Well, first of all, I can maybe try to... Ah, didn't do great. Didn't do great. But I'm hoping... Oh! I'm hoping we can grab one of those things. Excuse me. Yeah, and then, well, the second part would be aim right. Ah! Okay, that did work exactly the way I wanted it to, but oh, I still had a bow equipped? That's why I couldn't hit anything. There we go. It takes a little bit to get used to, all the button switching and all. But there are lots of different ways to do things. I can just do a regular attack or charge attack. Oh. I kind of blew up all the... Oh, here we go. Sorry, I'm just walking through the fire. It works, though. Or, can I just... No, I can just take it out. These can be used to kill those things, too, probably. Can I just walk up?
Vitality tonics on your belt.
Oh, God.
Take a swig if you need it. That Drake is never far behind. Just keep going.
Hopefully we'll have, oh, maybe a frost magic kind of situation. It takes so long, though. I gotta get moving. Like today. Oh, if I'm too cold, it looks like I get hurt, too. Right? Like if it's too cold here? Yeah. Because I'm just human. There's only so much temperature extremes I can take.
That's the path.
You're doing great, Brynn. Final stretch.
That can't be an arc.
No one has seen one in almost 50 years, let alone outside the Veil.
The Archons never left the Enclave. Still, you need to get...
Archons. You wanna fight?
You've got to hold it off. We'll work on an escape plan.
Ow! Ow! Oh my god. Okay, when you say hold it off, do you mean escape? Or do you mean actually try to fight it like a dummy? Because I died. The Archon. Hey, 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 Mr. Friend! It woke up because of my magic? Oh, thank you for saving me.
Skies. If this isn't the strangest.
Oh! Follow him!
What the... Hang on, Brynn.
Oh, the tangles are moving in too.
Everything okay back there?
Change of plans, everyone! Back up!
You're... What?
We're coming to you, Brynn. Follow that arc. We need to go now.
I think they recognize we're seeing something very special. And also the shadows are moving in. That Archon being active is not normal.
Up ahead!
We all gotta take advantage of it if we want to get into the Enclave. Oh! 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 No! Wait! Oh!
I'm fine. Keep moving.
Oh, thank God.
Guys, the Ark.
Oh, we're regrouped together now. The tangles suddenly started shifting. Oh, it turned off again. But we're inside. Eternal Strands. Strands is kind of like the different types of magic, different schools. Whoa, we were just trying to scout for a road, but we ended up getting into the Enclave entirely. Got kind of lucky there. Is anyone still alive in here? Or is it just sort of a abandoned city? Looks abandoned so far.
Has anyone else noticed we're practically sitting on a loom gate?
That can wait, Dom. Aurea, you should be resting. If your wing doesn't heal, our point is out of commission.
Oh, her wing is bandaged. I thought she lost it entirely. Thank goodness she's kind of alright.
That's what I need to address. While my wing recovers, Brynn will take over expeditions as our acting point.
You sure she's ready for all of this?
Brynn did face down an Ash Peak Drake and lived to tell the tale. I think we're in good hands.
Only because Mr. Arkin helped me.
Yes. I have every confidence that she will make a great point.
As long as we don't all die here first.
Sebastian. Okay, we have a band of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people here? No, we had a Lane as well, who's not on the screen right now. So like 7 people? I thought I was like a newbie, because I joined them pretty recently. But we gotta rally together.
All my life, if I wasn't dreaming about becoming a point, I was working towards it. To do it alongside a renowned Weaver band, it's a chance to make history. I won't let you down.
A point.
That's the spirit.
Exactly. When we first set out to investigate the Veil's shadow, we had no idea we'd end up here. The Enclave was once a safe haven for all Weavers, and the pinnacle of innovation. Since the Veil went up, Weavers took the blame for decades of war. Stories that put children to bed, preached the evils of our magic. All because of what happened here.
We're outcasts.
We owe it to ourselves and to our brethren across the Maida to find out not just what happened, but why. Maybe then, Weavers can find our place in the world again.
So it's unclear what happened here at all. But people saw what happened on the outside. all the death and destruction, and so they just made a lot of assumptions.
But first, survival. Brynn, that's you and me. Find me when you're ready. Adjourned.
Okay. Oh.
The scry. The whole band gathers around when I'm away from camp. It's nice to have people literally watching my back.
But they can't they can't get you out when you need it, so that part's not so great. Can we look into fixing that properly? Hello? Oh, Sola's Forge. She is our blacksmith?
You've been busy.
Talk provides optional conversations. Talk never starts or advances a quest. Thank you.
It's a work in progress. Taking stock and all. We lost a lot of gear running for our lives. Speaking of, are you doing okay?
I would like to rest a little bit, but...
I'm glad we made it in safely. But no one's really sure why the Enclave sealed itself away.
Do they mean the people inside the Enclave, or do you mean like the Enclave as a sort of like a sentient thing and it's made this decision to build a wall suddenly?
And you're worried we're in for a rough ride?
It sounds like the latter.
I think caution's in order.
I agree. But don't lose sight that we're the first people we know of to make it into this place in decades. You're capable. And this is an opportunity like no other.
I appreciate them propping me up, even though it was that robot guy that saved me.
Oh, and listen. We've got your back, okay? All of us.
Thank you.
Right now, we need to focus on getting our feet back under us. And you need to get the lay of the land while we do.
I think at the minimum, it's reassuring that it's sunlight and clear skies right now instead of a thunderstorm. Crafting! New arms and armor at the smithy. Each design uses a combination of materials. Each slot has impacts on different item stats, yada yada yada. Materials have properties like resistances and color. Some quests also require crafting. Cool. Quest materials are ever only used for one recipe. Alright. I don't think we need to craft anything, not that we can. We can't. Yeah, it's a nice day today. Well, where are we? We don't know. We're inside. We're inside. That's all we know. Hello, Sebastian?
Sev, how are you holding up?
Oh, fine. I mean, I'm trapped inside a magic bubble that's filled to the brim with life-threatening creatures. Also, left an entire known world behind, and I'll probably never see remnants of my past life again.
We don't know how to get back outside yet. Well, we just came in here. Hopefully we'll learn how to activate that Archon guy again.
But, you know, I'm fine.
It's okay if you're scared, Sev. I'm a little nervous myself.
Oh, good. Our point is worried.
What?
The one person who's supposed to be fearless. Yeah.
If you want me to say that, I will say that. That's how I'll act with you in the future. I was just trying to sympathize with you, that's all.
Sev?
This apprenticeship is turning into more than I signed up for.
That is completely understandable. We're all reeling.
Yeah. You're probably right. Listen, I should get back to helping Sola.
I was talking with Sola earlier. She is a great listener. Maybe talk to her about how you're feeling too?
I wouldn't want to burden her.
We only have each other.
She'd be happy to help.
I'll think about it.
He's not used to sharing his feelings, and maybe he feels a bit ashamed of being scared. It's gonna take a while for him to open up. What do you work on? You got a workstation, but I don't know what you make. You can see remnants of a civilization that was once very great. Small journal. Detailed reminders of diplomatic protocols. How do I read it? Oh, we got a map. Hold on. Codex about the world. Codex fragments represents points of data on a subject. When there are enough, then we can have a complete entry. Lane can research it. We have inventory, resonance. Okay, cool. Yeah, roughly I think we have a gist of what the world's like. Everyone hates weavers. We're trying to get in here. I think initially just to investigate and maybe make some money, but clearly because it's our heritage, we want to figure out what happened here and maybe make people not be so hateful of mages and all that. Weavers. Anything? Let's go with weavers. Weaver is the general term for any magically trained adept. The term came into use as a result of the ubiquity of mantles. These devices prominently incorporate specially treated cloth that both captures the raw energy used in casting magic and holds the patterns that determines the energy's effect. The act of forming a new mantle shares many techniques and processes with traditional mundane cloth weaving. While technically only trained enchanters, like our very own Dom, are capable of weaving a mantle, the title stuck and has been embraced by the larger culture. The history of Weaver culture is divided cleanly into 3 distinct phases: before the founding of the Enclave, during the Enclave's rise to power, and after the apocalyptic magical disruption known as the Surge. Originally, Weavers were employed as monster hunters and treasure seekers. Our mantles' powers rely on magical ingredients harvested from creatures known as Strands, and so the benefit was mutual for both Weavers and those who hired us. Traveling in roaming bands, we made ourselves tremendously useful in all corners of the world and regularly met in conclaves to share knowledge and techniques. None of that culture changed after the founding of the Enclave, but an offshoot culture formed behind the relative safety of those walls. Those who chose to live full-time in the Enclave became known as Hearthsiders, a reference to the famous declaration made by the Enclave's founder that it should always remain a hearth to which any weaver could return. While all weavers were welcome in the Enclave, some cracks began to show in the relations between the wandering bands and their more sedentary cousins. Primary among the complainants were the wanderers who wondered why the Enclave would not share its greatest achievements, its greatest secrets. Kind of like, if you think about it, maybe like Dalish elves and city elves in Dragon Age. Different, schools of thought even among weavers. After the Surge, all contact with the Enclave was lost, and the wanderers beyond the Enclave's borders were scattered and weak, the survivors of the disaster only slowly reforming into bands. In the intervening decades, magic use has largely taken the blame for years of war and chaos caused by the Surge. Whether that blame is accurately placed is a matter of perspective, though it is beyond doubt that the failure of every enchanted device across the meta caused significant levels of havoc. All magic failed because of the Surge. Today, the Wandering Weavers are divided, with some outright blaming the Enclave's secrecy for the hard times that have befallen us, while others are more sympathetic to the Hearthsiders, believing the Surge to have been some kind of horrible accident. Either way, almost any Weaver would give their right arm to find a way into the Enclave, be it in search of revenge, its mysteries, or its stunning wealth. But are there any Hearthsiders left? Maybe that's the first thing we should be looking for. Brynn! We're not going to read all of them, don't worry. I'm just getting a feel for the lore here. Brynn, us, we are the newest member of our band, but one who seems poised to leave a lasting impression. Outgoing, capable, and eager to learn, she's the second point in training that Oria has taken on. A point is like a boss. Hailing from the newly liberated nation of Culnhaven, Brynn is of the first generation born after the Culnhanders won their freedom from the colonialist Sansa's empire. Both her parents were involved in the fighting, and her mother rose to the rank of Alderad, leaving Brynn's family both well-respected and positioned to attain additional political power. Despite that, our band's newest member chose a life of adventure, following a weaver band who had passed through her town in the hopes of learning the art of being a point. It seems that her first band wasn't a particularly good environment for that. Regardless, she displayed enough grit to catch the eye of our leader, Oria Silverbeak, and has so far acquitted herself admirably. I think this is written by Lane, the researcher here. We'll go talk to them in a sec. I think just reading these 2 entries, it's very evident to me that they've crafted out a whole world here. It's not just a world that exists for the convenience of the gameplay. Which I'm very happy to see, especially with the studio being helmed by a BioWare veteran. Dom. Hello. You are a trained
Must be
weaver.
a massive source of magic to function. Instantaneous transit across hundreds of leagues.
Dom? Hello? Everything okay?
Brynn, you are going to check out the loom gate at some point, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, of course. I'll get around to it.
Good, good. Why it refuses to function is a mystery we must unravel together. A priority.
Not worried about our survival in an unknown land filled with volatile magic like the others?
Details. There is so much to discover, survival will take care of itself. Or Casmin will insist it does, at least. So, our acting point. Is your heart racing at the prospect of traversing these lost lands?
Maybe a little bit too much? Well, last time we tried to share our feelings and we kind of got shot down for it.
I just want the real action to start. I want to find the
Whoa.
baddest creature in the land and
Whoa, calm down.
I don't know, climb it, or tear its strands free, or chuck a boulder at its head.
Would you mind flipping the order of those last two? A boulder might wreak havoc with the integrity of the strand.
For you, I'll think about it.
How thoughtful. You're going to make a great point, Brynn of Carnhaven.
Thanks, Dom.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, something else is tugging at my attention.
Loom gates.
Loom gates.
Should I be applying, like, typical fantasy things to this? Like, is this person a tiefling? Oh, the Archon.
I wonder how this arc managed to get us through the Veil.
By the looks of it, it was a one-way ticket.
No, we activated it once, so that means we can do it again.
Well, the Enclave built many arcs and other magical constructs. I've never heard of one designed to repel Drake's breath, though.
You think we might find another arc that could help us escape?
Or possibly repair this one? It must be special somehow. As Aurea said, the arcs never left the Enclave, yet this one did.
That we know of. But we know the Enclave was kind of secretive already. So this guy, to our knowledge, wandered outside the Enclave, broke down, and then we came across it, and then whatever we did woke it up again, and it walked back inside. And then we just followed it inside.
We know as much as we can from looking at it. Time to start exploring if we want to find answers.
Hello, Lane? Codex compiling. Oh, yes. You are our researcher.
Lane, you seem lost in thought. Settling in all right?
Oh, Brynn. Yes, I am. And you? I notice you've been checking in with the others at the camp.
Yeah, I'm just chilling out talking to ya.
You did? Are you spying on me?
Is there romance in this?
Oh, of course not. It's my vocation to observe. Not just you, everyone.
Okay. Well, I'd like to observe you too.
In fact, if you'd like, I can tell you a little about the others. You are newer to our band, after all.
Yeah, I would. We'll talk about herself later.
Given that I'm the newest member, how do you think I fit in?
It speaks volumes that Aurea trusts you with taking over the expeditions this soon.
Yeah, I was wondering. It's not seniority order?
I would have thought Casmin might take over in this interim period instead of you.
So this means Casmin might be a little bit prickly with me.
Casmin?
Up until about 6 months before you joined, Aurea was training her to become her replacement as point. It was going well, then out of nowhere the training ended, and Aurea began searching for a new point.
Oh. Well, it's not because of me then.
I don't know if it was Aurea's decision or Casmin's, but either way, I suppose it's all for the best. You wouldn't be here otherwise.
Casmin hasn't been the most welcoming towards me. I wonder if she could be upset that I'm the new point.
But it's not like the training stopped on their end because of me. I came in afterwards.
Knowing Casman, if she has a problem with you, it won't be long before she confronts you about it.
Doesn't mean she can't be mad at me, though. People are not rational.
Ah, great.
I want to ask about Sev.
Sev is relatively new to the team too. Has Sola taken on smithing apprentices before him?
He's also a blacksmith.
No, she's never had an apprentice before. I don't know how he came to be her apprentice either. No one seems to.
That's a little odd, isn't it?
Not really. Typically, Ram are very secretive, culturally speaking.
Ram.
Sev may remain an enigma. I wish he would open up, though. I'd like to learn more about his people.
You probably want to learn more about everything.
Before joining, I knew Auria's band was renowned for its top-notch techniques in weaving. Why do you think that is?
To keep a point's expedition gear competitive, you need a smith and an enchanter working in perfect harmony. And there's never been a pairing more harmonious than the union of our enchanter, Dam, and our smith, Sola.
They are sweet together.
Oh.
Did you know Sola is descended from nobility in the Sansa Empire?
Oh, Sansa.
Shame her family lost their fortune, though I suppose that's why she's so down to earth.
Are both Dam and Sola from Sansa?
No. In fact, Dam hails from Renland, where magic is completely forbidden.
Oh, but he's our weaver. The only weaver. Actual weaver.
I often wonder if Dam's fascination with enchanting would be as obsessive if magic wasn't dogmatically kept from him as a child.
That's a big topic to research. The more you try to push someone away from something, the more they become drawn to it.
I've travelled with a weaver band before, but it wasn't quite as functional as this. What makes this one run so smoothly?
The obvious answer is Auria. Not only is she a strong point and leader herself, but her mother is one of the most famous enchantresses of our time. She's grown up surrounded by excellence.
Wow. Still, it sounds like a lot to live up to.
You come from a rich family too, don't you? Don't you understand how that is? Your mom was some high-ranking person?
If it is, Auria makes it look easy.
You said Auria is the obvious answer to this band's success. Is there a not-so-obvious answer?
Yes. While Auria runs the field, when it's time for the caravan to move, it's Casmin who takes over. She used to be a quartermaster on the docks of Don Brennig, facilitating relief efforts for the Udean Federation. With the speed she can pack a caravan, it's no wonder that Auria trusts her to take over when it's time to move.
And yet, she's no longer training her to be a point.
Lane, offering insight about the others is nice, but I came here to talk about you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about yourself.
That is such an open-ended question. Creates so much burden for the person on the receiving end.
There's not much to know, really. I suppose I'm the typical third child to a second son of a patriarch of a minor mercantile house in Judea.
What?
I've enjoyed the experience of growing up in a family embroiled in feuds so long-standing that no living relative can recall inciting incidents firsthand. At a young age, scholastic endeavours became my escape from the familial turmoil until I could finally leave home, and so on and so forth. Nothing but a classical presentation of third child issues in a Udean mercantile family.
Typical.
Right. And how are you feeling since we entered the Enclave?
Truthfully, I'm not sure. Nothing's really wrong, but never mind.
You sure? Whatever's on your mind, I'm happy to listen.
Yesterday, entering the Enclave in our lifetime seemed impossible, yet today, here we are.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It strikes me as an opportunity that was profoundly easy to miss. That's all.
All the what-ifs in life. What if you hadn't made this one choice that led to your life just going down a completely different path? Don't think about it too hard, because we'll never find out about the other paths.
Anyway, thanks for listening.
I have a pretty good feeling about the level of narrative and writing here already. This is pretty engaging. Okay, where is Casmin? Casman. Change equipment. Loadouts can be changed at any time in base camp, but not in the field. Points half plate. Oh gosh, I'm already wearing point armor. Okay. Hello, Casman.
Hey, Casman. Recovering from our wild entrance into the Enclave?
Save it, okay? I know I should have been more prepared to move.
Oh, no. I wasn't trying to jab at you.
Hold on, that's not what I...
If I had been more prepared, we wouldn't be missing half our supplies. With more supplies, I could have done a better job patching up Oria's wing.
She's very hard on herself.
If I had fixed her wing properly, we wouldn't be in unknown territory with a point who...
Yes?
Whatever it is, just say it, Kaz.
You're no Oria. I'm sorry. But she has more experience and who knows what's out there.
You're right. Maybe she's trying her best to be polite right now.
I know my job is important, but we all have a part to play in our survival. I know you can do yours.
Sounds a bit like deflecting.
Trust that with everyone's help, I'll be able to do mine too. I'm not in this alone, Kaz. Neither are you.
You're right. It's just that Oria has been point for so long. I need to give you a chance, though. I'll try.
Oh, she's less prickly than I thought.
That's all I ask.
Yeah, I thought you would be way pricklier, but we're more than cordial, I think. It's fine, it's not that bad. Check out the freaking view first, though. Clear skies?
So this is a loom gate.
Oh.
It's taller than I expected.
The Enclave constructed these for transit. Oh, imagine being able to travel leagues instantly. If only it were working.
There's no sign of damage. It just seems inert.
Deactivated, perhaps? Or simply lacking the energy such a powerful enchantment would need.
Kinda like the Archon?
You'd know better than any of us. If we could get it working, though.
Did the Surge turned off all the enchanted devices? The Archon is an enchanted device, right? So the fact that it worked again suddenly was really weird. I think we should look more into that. It activated when we were doing magic.
Oh, the possibilities. All the places we could go. Oh, to hold the hand of my most darling wife as we whisked around the Enclave.
I'm standing right here.
Metaphorically, of course. The loom gates famously moved people one at a time. Too dangerous otherwise, I imagine.
Oh. It is a bit. Okay, you're sweet. You were fishing for compliments, weren't you?
You're cute together. It's great to see a couple that shares such a love of their work with one another.
Who could have it any other way?
After being together for 7 years, we're bound to have something in common.
7? Oh, it's about time for the 7-year itch.
Come, my love. There must be something in the archives.
Maybe I can be a interrupter in this relationship. I don't think it's that kind of story, but okay. It's so beautiful and peaceful. Oh. Even if people haven't been coming in, life has been continuing on. The trees grow, the winds blow. Okay, was that all of our party members, or can I talk to Ori already? Let me... Oh, hello! Hello, little guy. Ow! This is our friend who pulls the caravan. Is there more? Anybody around here? Oh, this is my tent?
Your tent. Might not be glamorous, but you can rest here when you're not gallivanting on expeditions.
It's perfect.
I don't know about perfect. I could have done a better job if we didn't lose half our supplies when we passed through the Veil.
I see her type. Too reminiscent of myself.
Seriously, I didn't have anything close to this in Aaron's band. Half the time I was lucky if I didn't sleep on dirt.
Huh. That's unfortunate. I'll leave you to get settled.
Wow. But you came from a nice family, didn't you, Brynn? Didn't care for that lifestyle. Oh. I guess we should talk to Aurea then. Oh? Hello. Arcane tools for the maintenance and calibration of the nearby loom gate. Oh. What, should we give this to Dom or something then? Blazing a trail. Oh, regular talking.
I was impressed by how you handled that drake outside the Vale.
Really? Okay.
A little terrifying, I will admit.
But you kept a cool head and didn't let it get the better of you. Not everyone can do that.
Maybe you could have waited it out, but then I sort of died in record time earlier.
So after all the legends, this is it. The Enclave.
Legends for you, maybe. Some of us trained under weavers who were born here.
Were you?
Still, it is surreal to see it for myself now. You're going to be out there, exploring. Promise to take it all in for me.
You'll be exploring too, Aurea, once your wing gets better.
You must be devastated that your wing is holding you back.
I can't deny that my heart breaks at the prospect of being stuck behind the scry. But knowing I've found the right replacement helps.
Thank you.
Besides, this wing won't keep me down for long. I'll be back out there soon enough.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Just the first expedition.
Anyway, enough with the sentimentality. For your first expedition, we need to get the lay of the land. Thankfully, Lane Free has an old map of the Enclave to help us get our bearings. It's 60 years old, pre-Surge. No chance it's accurate, but that's where you come in.
I'll update it as I go.
Exactly. We've made camp in what was once a way station for caravans entering the Enclave. Just below us is Glintwood Hollow, a valley on the outskirts of the Enclave. I've scanned it from the overlook, and we've got 2 landmarks of note. A second loom gate, and what appears to be a giant statue, possibly an ark.
Oh, if we can activate the loom gates, that could be a quick way for us to travel. In fact, that's probably exactly what it is.
You can see it from here? Must be massive.
If either is functional, Dom will throw you a party. I'll be with you on the scry. With fewer tangles, we're hoping the connection will be stronger. The path is down by your tent.
I'll head out now.
Alright, thank you. Let's check out a little bit more then, shall we? We got a good bit of the conversation dialogue stuff, but I want to check out more of the gameplay as well. We have a nice little hub here though. I like it. Shattered mirror. The frame styled in Renlund fashion from decades ago. Many, many decades ago. Oh, I can't do any attacking in the hub. Makes sense. No destroying stuff here, please. We sort of live here, if you don't mind. Logbook. List of names and dates. But we need more. We need to collect more, and then we'll get one whole codex entry. Did you have more?
So when I'm finished scouting the landmarks you mentioned in the hollow, should I come back to camp immediately?
That's entirely up to you. Points privilege. You're the one taking the risks, so you can gauge how far and how long you can push.
But you're gonna scry me back, right? Correctly? Without failure?
From time to time, I or the folks around the camp might have requests, but we'll defer to your priorities. And if you get into trouble, I'll pull you to safety. Might lose some resources, But that's a small price to pay.
Got it. A lot of responsibility.
Points privilege.
That's cool. They have like a explanation for things that we typically take for granted. Oh, you die, you restart at the last checkpoint and lose a little bit of resources. Well, here they have a system where they just pull you back to where you need to be. Here we go. Glintwood Hollow, tree laden and wild. And there's animals here. So the conditions for life are being met. Oh yeah, we were gonna investigate that coral thing, but we got distracted by the dragon. Oh, there's the Ark. Oh, this one's much bigger than the one we saw. Oh! Wait, is that? That guy's alive. As in, an enchanted thing. Okay, we have 2 goals. Look for a second loom gate and look for the Great Ark.
I've got you clear as a sands of summer, Brynn.
No interference from the Enclave?
None. The connection is much stronger than outside the Vale.
That's reassuring.
You're gonna be able to rescue me properly. We have a map from 60 years ago. Okay. Let's see if we can find one of those things. And don't forget, we also have stuff like magic, kinetic magic. We can do this and throw stuff everywhere. Nice, nice, nice. We might need to throw something right away because that guy... South Wall Rise. Are you bad? I'm bad, as it turns out. Oh, you teach me how to camera lock now. I figured that out a while ago already. We gotta go there to get a lay of the land. Actually makes me wonder about how people charted maps to begin with. Like these days, we'll just pop in a Google search, but the first person who made an attempt to do a map, that is a very gargantuan undertaking. Spectacular vista. The maps are generally accurate, even though the surge clearly struck the land. Still some remnants of civilization here. Oh, we can get... I don't think these drop anything, though. And Oria's looking at me through the scry the whole time. Oh. Ice pins foes in time for a place. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Oh god. No, we need to like...
More arcs.
Yeah, they're all alive.
Happy we're here.
Arcs were supposed to be used for manual labor. Hostility is strange.
Gotta make sure my stamina is up high. Otherwise my attacks become less effective and all that. Yeah, and it's better if I lock onto something and then start doing the magical attacks. Alive arcs. Well, this is a good sign too, because it means that that one arc that led us here...
Fresh water in walking distance of the campsite.
I'll set up a purifier for it and collect later.
It's not a rare thing. There are just arcs functional in here still. Can you lift a rock this big? A little bit too big? No? A little bit too big. Just wonder how much... Oh yeah, climbing. Water! Wow, it's so pretty! Map! Water stained and frayed, but Enclave paper means it's still usable.
Point. What a beautiful view.
We don't really... did we have a toggle attunement? What is that? Epic encounter. Arc of the Stricken Earth. collect 4 papers to reveal the weather. Like, we collect stuff and then we can learn more about the stuff here. How do I know if I'm walking in the right direction to find the arc? Maybe I don't. So there's a charge attack, yeah. Oh, hi, hi, hi. So you probably need to stay in there. The stamina is... I think the management of stamina will be quite important. You can't really spam that much. She attacks kind of slowly as well. Oh, no! Don't fall down. Like how you can pick it up even though it's mid-air. The point. You can see the veil. Yeah, look, it's like a magical barrier generated by the physical wall. Oh, we can kill the tree too. Do I want to do that? Hey, usually following the water sources will lead us to civilization and all that, right? Or at least hints of things we might want to be looking for. Oh, the sprinting costs stamina. Swinging costs stamina. Everything costs stamina. Can we just... Woo! You know what? Okay, so we'll trap that guy in there. And then I still have more magic to trap this guy, too. I think I'm getting hurt by the... Oh. Am I getting hurt by the guy, or was it because of the ice? These elements... Oh! I'm kind of gliding on the... Yeah, I think the ice... Let me see. Yeah, it is hurting me. That's kind of crazy, because I'm the one who generated the ice, but I've got to be careful. I've got limitations. Human limitations. Oh, there's these bulby thingies that we can use to hurt something. Oh, this pipe. Oh, okay, don't burn the place. Sorry, that was a mistake. Oh? Oh? Oh! Who are you fighting? Who are you fighting? Hard leather. Oh, hi, 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 hi. Oh, I can freaking... Oh, shoot! I can throw the guy. Kind of rude. Lots of functioning arcs around here. What were you killing? Some sheep.
Creatures could be hunted for food. Any of these plants look edible?
Dom will put anything in his mouth if he's curious enough. Whatever he doesn't vomit, we'll eat.
Just try not
hi.
to poison him.
Hydra's Brook, aptly named for the spirit of water that flows.
No time for no time for observing what's going on here just yet. Hey, I iced you. Stay put. Damn, it feels like I'm so sensitive to the ice. Just touch it. Well, I feel like following the pipe should be a good thing. If we can. Yeah, it's just so sensitive. You walk near it a little bit, and then you're immediately feeling a little too cold. Hydra's Lake? Hydra's Brook? Wait, so this whole thing, toggle... Okay. Feller's Arch. Oh, that tree looks nice and big. Maybe there's something over there, and then we can... Hold on. The ice! I'm finding a little easier to use right now, but yeah, that... Getting hit by the... Oh god, oh gosh. My stamina. I haven't been blocking, by the way. I've been dodging the whole time. Let's try blocking. Is there a parry, or is it just a straight up block? Blocking doesn't cost stamina, does it? Well, the holding the block doesn't. Taking the hit does. Alright. Yeah, I find the ice a little bit easier to control than the kinetic magic. But maybe it's a matter of getting used to it. And judging by this this wheel here, we'll be getting lots of different types of magic. Too. How about we try using the bow again? It's so... the damage is so little. I feel like I can't rely on it. Oh my. Whoa, you're chomping the heck out of me. Woo! Oh, oh! There are so many of them. And they don't have health bars. We just gotta feel out which one to... Yeah, I got a block, dude. Whoa! I'm gonna die before we even find anything. Okay. Whoa. Why am I gliding like I'm on ice? I'm not next to the ice. Yeah, she's not super... Takes a little bit of a while to turn.
This must be Hyndra's lake.
Hydra.
Lakes are still. Why name it after the spirit of flowing water?
There's a italics tag that they forgot to close up properly there. This pipe. This pipe's gotta go somewhere important. Keep following it and we'll get somewhere interesting. Oh, look at the rock over there. There's like... circles. Seems suspicious. Oh, oh! The coral. Coral. Sometimes I'm scared of sprinting too much to not waste my stamina too much. Hey. Can we grab a piece? For research? For something? Oh, is that what the pipe... The pipe is leaking into this place. You see there's a breakage point there.
That's the edge of how far I can push the scry. It'd be like in the Veil's shadow all over again. That's as far as I can push the scry.
Oh, you mean... Okay. It is not a good idea to go beyond where they can't scry for me. I thought it was more like a, well, if you want to go, you can, but you're just gonna straight up die if you screw up. Brynn's inventory is full. Full? We've barely done anything. Are you serious? Wait, really? But I think what we picked up is, like, this chest is probably more important, so maybe I'll drop the 1-star stuff. Like, these rocks, iron, probably fairly... Yeah, like, this one is nicer. Oh, but the fact that we have to make these choices, we haven't even done anything yet. Ceremonial kindling. I'm not sure how easy it's gonna be to find either the loom gate or the arc. Oh, well, we explored quite a bit already. Explored as in walked over. But on the map, can we see where the stuff is? Well, we shouldn't be going beyond the loom or the scry barrier. Oh, hi. So, like, how am I supposed to, like... I can't... They discourage me to get any closer. Okay. The thing about the kinetic magic is that I actually have to throw it kind of far away to do any sort of damage. I don't think we can go further here. Yeah, but there is the pipe. There is the pipe, but that's... This is it. This is it, so this isn't the way we should be going. They want us to go another way. Diplomatic agreement. A letter approving entrance to the Enclave for Taz and workers. That was our 4th thingy, which means that we can now tell that the weather is clear. The more we pick up, the more we can learn about our location. Makes sense. Even though we had eyes and we could also see that the weather is clear. But it's good to keep a record of these things. Oh yeah, I can walk on the... I can climb walls and stuff, right? Completely forgot about that. Can I climb up on this? Oh, this is one way to get around.
This must be the second loom gate.
Oh!
What's covering the base?
I'll check it out.
Ah, we went past this area earlier, but I didn't think to climb the wall. I see. Long discarded staff.
A lot of debris on the platform. I could clear it with kinetic magic.
What about the loom gate itself? Is it functional?
No sign of life, but see that cloud of raw magic? It's leaking from the broken pipe near the edge of the platform.
So we have 2 powerless loom gates and a tangle leaking out of an Enclave construction. I wonder if Lane still has that treatise we picked up in Taza.
And he's gone.
Can you fix it? Somehow? Do something with it? Oh, vertical. Going around vertically is a thing we can do too. Yeah, it was over here. Now I kind of want to see if I can walk around enough to find that second arc. Oh, but again though, I don't know how much of this I can actually pick up. Oh, there's this. Opportunist's Querus. It's a design. Ingredient recipe. Ooh! Get out of here. That didn't even do any damage to it. What is this? Posted warning. Care, T's bad here. Some X. A fluttering caution. This looks like it could be something. Ah, I can't pick up any of it. Yeah, like when I try to turn, it's a bit like, whoa, it's really slippery. Despite there being no ice. Nothing here for now. Oh, it's right here! I just walked straight from where the loom gate was. It's a straight line. Oh.
I was right. It is an arc. A great one.
It isn't moving. I'll get a closer look.
I think I would be more scared if it was moving at this point. Because we did see a whole bunch of moving ones already, the smaller ones. Oh. Scaling this thing like it's nothing.
An arc of the stricken earth, I would guess. Any chance you could bring a piece of it back to camp?
Doubt my sword is strong enough.
Then there's not much we can do with this for now. Dom seems to have an idea about the loom gate, at least. 2 Enclave constructs. Neither of them functional. Good news. Lane found a shortcut back to our camp for you, and we've got the wisp working.
The wisp?
Ow, fall damage.
Watcher's wisp. Channel a little magic into your earpiece. I'll redirect it to guide you from the scry to the shortcut. Conjure
Wisp. Oria will consult with the team and maps it to guide a team and maps to guide it in the general direction of your closest objective. Oh, this would have been so useful earlier, because I totally got lost for a bit.
I see the path.
Good. That should take you to the shortcut.
The shortcut back to camp? You mean it's in this cave? No. It's just a little loop here. Can I conjure it again? Oh, there's a cooldown on the conjuration. Oh, yeah, see, this is where we saw the coral. The coral. I just missed it earlier. Oh, it's probably like cave right there, right? Bye. Sorry, I just threw it in the little river of miasma.
That should be it. According to my map, it's a man-made tunnel that grants easy access to the way station.
Ah, I see. Okay. Ah, but I can't. It's only reminding me that I can't take any of that.
Brynn's back. Let's fill her in.
We believe we found a way to activate the Loom Gate in our camp and in Glintwood Hollow.
Are you sure this is safe? What are the odds the first one through the loom gate gets, unspooled?
Who wants to be the first one?
Yeah. Unspilling would be bad.
There are no documented accounts of unspooling in what we know about loom gates. Not that we've retained much. The idea that one can be disintegrated down to fibers is likely an urban legend.
Great. So, how do we repair a loom gate?
What made the Enclave remarkable was not merely their constructs, but their ability to power them. It has long been rumored that beneath our very feet exists an extensive magical network known as the Tapestry.
It's the same theming. Strands, tapestry, weave.
The pipe you found in Glintwood Hollow is proof of its existence. It must be a conduit that directs raw magic to the loom gates as a source of power.
And the tangle that formed around it was a leak.
Precisely. Our theory is that patching the rupture will restore power to the gate.
Thankfully, Seven Lane have a plan for that.
The power is just... How is that energy still coming out of the pipes the whole time? It's just there, continuously.
We don't know a lot about arcs, but I dug up some old stories from logs that we inherited from a weaver band that broke apart. In notes dated before the surge, this band managed to get one of the enchanters who worked on the arcs riotously drunk and talking.
Apparently, the Arks have a thin carapace between their skin and their armor plates that's nigh immune to magic, and can be separated in segments. A magically resistant material like that would be perfect to seal a rupture in the tapestry.
So I need to cleave this carapace off the arc? There's no way my sword is strong enough.
Come see me and we can make some improvements to Sola's forge. Which, in turn, means...
I could hone your sword so we can cleave the carapace, no problem.
We'll talk.
One more thing. You'll need to remove the debris on the Loom Gate's platform so that we've got a clear workspace once the patch is forged.
Easy enough?
Everyone's got a part to play in this. Let's get to work.
Everyone's supporting me. I'm the person that's really going out to do this. Brynn records all of her objectives in her journal. There's also additional details in there if you want it. Interesting. Oh, it's in like a first-person sort of perspective. Hard to believe we're on the verge of restoring a loom gate, but here we are. I still can't get over how capable this band of weavers is. However, their plan requires me to cleave carapace, a thin shielding, from the inside of the armor plating on the Great Arc in Glintwood Hollow, and my sword isn't quite strong enough to do that. But with Casman's help, I can make improvements to Sola's forge, who, in turn, will then be able to reforge my sword. I see, and it is now nighttime as well. Day 1 night. Okay. I am quite curious about this story. I am drawn to want to learn more about what's gonna happen next, so I think that's a pretty good sign. And for the amount of time we spent with the companions, which is to say 1 full conversation, I feel like we've learned enough for me to be curious about them too. And we can see traces of people's personalities and upcoming conflicts. The stuff going on with Casman and why did she stop becoming a point in training a while ago. Which is good. This is really good. I am a little bit less convinced by the gameplay though. I feel like this whole time I wasn't really fully vibing with it yet. Maybe I haven't really figured it out. But the way... first of all, I feel like the movement is a bit clunky. And then the way the magic worked... Well, if you set something on fire, you don't stand in it because it's gonna hurt you. That makes sense. But then if you cast ice magic, it also hurts you when you get too close. So it feels like magic might be exclusively supposed to be for ranged or something. But then our bow also didn't seem to be that great of an option for hitting and killing beasts. And I feel like there was a bit of a discouraging of you going out for too long too, because as you saw there, we wandered around for a little bit and then our backpack got full like immediately. So is that their way of making sure you go back to camp often? I'm not sure yet, but yeah, those things kind of bothered me a little bit here. Maybe things change as we move further in, but those have been my impressions so far up until this point. I do like how they switched between using the 2D art versus the 3D world. Because I guess especially for smaller indie game studio teams, 3D, the more photorealistic you try to get it to look, the more expensive it is and the harder it is for it to look good. So they've deliberately gone with a more, well, you know what, let's scale back and do like a deliberate, flatter, not as in a bad thing, like a flatter 2D style. I think that's fine. It does give it a bit of a distinct flair. But the way we did have cutscenes in both 2D and 3D was a bit... I thought we were gonna have one or the other, but we had both. So I'm not sure what their standard is for when a cutscene is supposed to be 2D or 3D. Maybe just whatever looks better in the moment and whatever's easier. Overall, had a good time with this though. What did you think about it? This was Eternal Strands with Welonz. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing it, and I'll see you all in another place in another time. Bye!